So today is Tuesday, January 16th, 2024. It has been a full month since Stronghold Digital Mining very proudly and very persuasively appeared at the NASDAQ market site before analysts and investors to unveil the carbon capture project, which truly has the potential to revolutionize the entire business. That presentation on that day, a little over a month ago, was truly amazing. And the promise and potential that exists with this carbon capture project cannot be understated. It is a really, really big deal. Since then, we really haven't heard a whole lot more about the carbon capture project. Now, there was a private placement towards the end of 2023, wherein Stronghold Digital Mining raised about $15 million. In the news release for that private placement, it says the following: proceeds will be used to enhance growth and efficiency of the company's miner fleet, accelerate its carbon capture initiative, and improve its working capital position and for general corporate purposes. We subsequently learned that 5,000 very good Bitcoin mining machines were going to be acquired, and that would comprise about roughly $8 million of the approximately $15 million that was raised in the private placement. So naturally, I've been getting asked, and I know some of you, I'm sure, have been getting asked, what exactly is going on with the carbon capture project? After all, it wasn't the Bitcoin mining machine enhancement project, which was announced to great fanfare at the NASDAQ market site. It was the carbon capture project. Now, I think there's an understandable sense of optimism that exists as it relates to the potential and promise of the carbon capture project. But that enthusiasm is only going to persist if we get some type of update regarding progress at Scrubgrass, right? Which is the first site where Karboliths are being installed. And Karboliths are the proprietary name of these direct air capture devices that were designed by Carbonetic out in California, and which Stronghold Digital Mining is assembling on site at Scrubgrass, or so we are told. The idea being, we're going to really try to iterate on the design to try to bring down the cost of each Karbolith, to try to enhance the amount of carbon that can be captured with these Karboliths, in working in conjunction with our beneficial use hash. And the idea is to really try to figure out the best way to assemble these devices so that hopefully we don't have to spend as much money building out more than what we really need, right? But as of today, Tuesday, January 16th, 2024, we've yet to really hear anything about, what's going on. Now, a friend to this broadcast, Brian Hegg, he posted on January 13th. He says, "Hello, Stronghold," and I'm going to paraphrase here a little bit. "Hello, Stronghold. It's been a month since any public comment regarding the progress of the carbon capture project. What's the status of the Karbolith rollouts, please?" And I think that's a very fair and important question for all of us to be asking and to be wondering about. Even if we still don't have an exact or precise engineering schematic as to how we want these Karboliths to be, how we want the configuration to be, at least we can probably share that, hey, we've attempted a couple different designs. We've had some success. Maybe we've had some setbacks. Maybe the weather itself in Western Pennsylvania lately hasn't been that cooperative, but we are making slow but steady progress. I think something like that is information that the market would really, really appreciate, because then at least we know, okay, progress is slowly but surely being made, and at some point, perhaps a portion of the money that was raised late last year will be allocated, right, as mentioned in the news release, towards accelerating the carbon capture initiative, in so many words. That's all I really want to talk about today. And it's something that on a sort of low-key way, I'm going to keep talking about for the foreseeable future, because the very future of Stronghold Digital Mining, from my perspective, rests with this carbon capture initiative being successful. The very future of this business rests with this carbon capture initiative being successful. Now, I realize that we can't control outcomes, but we can control what we're actually doing in an effort to shape those outcomes. And being able to communicate to the market, hey, this is where we're at, this is what we're doing. We've had some success, maybe we've had some setbacks, the weather hasn't been favorable, but we are making progress. I think that by itself is helpful. So what do you think? Are you curious about what's going on with Karbolith rollouts at Scrubgrass? Are you curious as to whether or not we've sort of settled upon a configuration and design of these Karboliths that will, maximize the amount of carbon that's being essentially captured by our beneficial use hash? I've heard from a number of people who are really, really curious. I know I myself am quite curious. So I'm cautiously optimistic that in the very relatively near future, we're going to hear directly from Stronghold as to what's going on. I think it just makes a lot of sense for that to happen. And I am both confident and optimistic that we will hear something from Stronghold sooner rather than later. Okay, with all of that said, grid prices continue to be quite interesting. Let's see how that develops as the week progresses, one day at a time. Okay, my friend, let's stay positive, let's be great, and we'll see each other again tomorrow.